But,
There he is, he's right there.
hello, Dr. Mann.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to our town.
Thank you.
As all of you know, I am a selectman, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here as a parent who has two children in the school system. They started at the little, went through the middle, and now they're at the high school as freshmen. From the beginning, the teachers have been great. They have educated, nurtured, comforted. And as a result, we have developed a lot of trust in the educational system. They've never, ever been intimidated by any teacher. With nothing being perfect, with limited resources, our schools strive to be as perfect as they can be under the circumstances. They are limited due to the financial constraints that we have at this time. I think that the school board, Dr. David Troughton, the principals, the teachers, and the paraprofessionals should feel proud of their accomplishments. At least I can say while my children have been in the schools and before. But I do have a concern. During the special town meeting, a parent said, and I'll quote, "You say go to the teachers. Okay. Anyone here who is a parent knows that a child is intimidated by their teachers." And knowing what my children's experience has been, knowing, having been involved in the school system myself, I was concerned about that. So I do not subscribe to that type of thinking. And I'd like to know from each of you, except Dr. Mandel, because he's new, but in going forward, children don't always say what's going on, as we all know. And so I look going forward and some reassurance that all of the passion that I have for the teachers and the school system that we have here at North Reading, that we can be reassured.
It's good night to be here. We have a survey that the principal of the middle school is going to summarize for us tonight, and it's a survey that the students took, and it hits on many of those themes. We approved at our last meeting to conduct that survey with our high school students as well. So we're very much concerned about the environment and the culture of our schools for both the students and the staff. And we're taking apart these surveys and trying to find out if in fact those kind of statements that a parent made are true.
Also, I didn't even hear that comment made, and I'm not questioning you, but sometimes up the front you can't. I've also had two kids go through the system, and I've never had a student intimidated by a teacher or ever felt that they couldn't go and speak to a teacher. So I have complete confidence in the teachers in this system. I've never seen a teacher not willing to give a kid help.
And that's not to say that sometimes a kid may be shy
Right.
or not comfortable, and certainly we want to identify those kids and help draw them out.
And I would say we have 2,800 students in the system, probably 1,500 families. And I'm suggesting that in the context that you read that, I didn't hear it either, but in the context that you read that, I'd say it was some kind of an off-the-cuff remark trying to make a reference to something else. And probably by a parent that maybe when they were in school, if they were in school as long ago as I was, it was a different relationship, I think, with teachers than it is today. And I would support 100% what Mel and Maureen said. I think between the three of us, we have 8 kids that have gone through the school system. And I absolutely, positively have never heard any one of my kids say that they were intimidated by anybody. I just see that as an off-the-cuff remark made by one parent, 2,800 students. I would be overly concerned with it. But we're going to do the survey, and those are the types of things that if kids are not talking to their parents when they go home and not telling them everything that's going on or how they feel, they may express how they feel in this survey.
Thank
But
you.
thank you. And as I said, I think the system is great.
do too.
Right.
There's always room for improvement. Anyone else looking to be recognized?
Hi, I'm Ashlyn Briano. I'm the 8th grade representative here at the North Reading Middle School, and I'm here because I know you are addressing the Washington DC trip, and I'm here to support it.
Thank you. Feel free to comment when we bring it up again. Anyone else? Okay, we'll move on to the student report. We have Sarah. Welcome.
Hello, thanks. First thing I have is on November 3rd, all students attended an assembly on bullying and harassment. And we thought it was very informational and a lot of people liked it. And then the girls varsity volleyball made it to the finals for North Sectionals. It was a very good game and it was really exciting. So congratulations to them. On November 15th, Eco Team had their annual town cleanup. We cleaned up a lot of things like Main Street and Ipswich River, and that was also successful. On November 21st, the chorus went to senior districts, and a couple weekends ago, the band went to the MICA competition, and they got 3 stars. So that is very impressive. The Maskers play, The Miser, was performed on Friday and Saturday. A lot of people liked it. It was a very good play, and they did it very well. And they also found out the spring musical. It's called How to Be Successful in Business Without Really Trying. And auditions for that will be held on December 15th and 16th. Also, in the cafeteria, they remodeled the whole kitchen. It looks very good. There are new computers and tray areas, and they have a healthy selection of food. They have wraps and salads, and fruit and vegetables. And we also limited bake sales to Tuesdays and Thursdays, so there wasn't junk food available every day. Debatable.
I know.
It's okay. It's a good rule.
David's legacy. He banned bakes it.
We're moving forward.
Serial joke.
Report cards were sent home last week. Winter sports start on November 30th, and there's parent-teacher conferences tonight at the high school. Also, community service hours for juniors and seniors at the high school are due on December 3rd. It's a part of their history grade, and they need to get 24 hours a year, 12 hours per semester. And right now, the high school is in the middle of their Spirit Week. On Thursday was Neon Day, Friday was Superhero Day, today was 80s Day, tomorrow's Class Color Day, and Wednesday's Pep Rally, so we're dressing up in our Hornet attire. And Wednesday, we get out at 11, and then there's the field opening ceremony at 11:30. And I know that everyone really loves the new field, and it looks so good, and we're just like really appreciative of all the hard work of the community and everyone who is involved. So we're all really excited to get on the field.
Do you think we can have volleyball out there next year?
I'll push for
I'll
it. That would be cool. And then after the field is officially open, there will be a powder puff game against the junior and senior girls. So you should all go to that.
Yes.
Because it's going to be an exciting
Big
game.
rivalry.
And then I brought some student work. And you might think this is interesting, but I do have a bag of various items. And this is for my chemistry project. And basically what I'm doing is I'm taking each item and pretending that it is an element. And basically this project is to help me understand the organization of the table and how all the elements are like put on the table. So I have to organize the objects as if they were part of a table and put them with other objects that they go along with. So it's interesting. But it definitely helps with like knowing what element goes with each other, because they're all on the table for like a specific reason. They're not just randomly placed on the table.
I never knew that.
That's much
nicer than my chemistry
That's why I was
That's a
thinking.
challenge.
Do you want to see?
Absolutely.
Jerry knows the whole table, right? Jerry?
Where's
Huh?
the radio?
You know
The
whole
architectural
alphabet.
chart?
Yeah.
I know some of them,
Yeah.
like lead, helium and stuff.
Yeah, they're just random items, and I have to use my imagination and pretend that they're elements and give them uses.
You sure this isn't the trash?
That's like
That's
That's what I thought. No, I know.
Nice trash night, too.
No, our teacher put together these kits, and we picked a kit, and then
That's
we just, it's definitely creative and different, but it's, you know, better than the boring old time.
David, one quick question, or David Keith, or she talked about the bullying assembly, and I know the state is looking at a number of laws related to bullying, and have any of those passed any level of either the House or the Senate
Not
yet?
yet.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, it's the other
This
day.
has been going on for a number of years. The fact that it's gotten this far tells me that there probably will be something. It may not be in the form that it's currently in. I'm really pleased that, our assemblies that we had and the work that we're doing in bullying comes out of the bullying policy that we worked on and the school committee
Yes.
passed last year. But we've had programs, not just at the high school, but at the middle and the elementary as well. So it's certainly, we're ahead of where we'd be prepared to respond to that kind of a policy.
Well, thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you for
You're
having me.
That was your first time today, right?
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
great.
Excellent job.
Thanks.
Very good.
Have fun this
Have
week.
a
It's
nice
gonna be a great
day.
week.
The next couple of items, we're gonna ask John Cachet from middle school to come on up, and Patrick.
While John's coming up, I did want to say the miser was great. The level of sophistication I think that the kids acted with, and I know Dr. Troten saw it, it was a great performance. So I give a lot of credit to the students and Mrs. Kane and the other teachers involved.
John, let's go, the Washington trip first. The committee did, get the materials presented to us at, I think it was a meeting before town meeting.
Yeah.
It was,
And, one of our concerns was the backup plan for the children that choose to stay home, and you provided us some
Right, there's an
information.
itinerary in your packet as far as the rough breakdown for the itinerary, pieces to choose not to go on the DC trip. We are still looking at a couple of different things to either further enhance this, this experience, but, you know, based on history, we're looking at probably 20 students approximately, we estimate, that's the history, to go on this 5-day trip. We believe with transportation and everything, it would be a cost of about $125 per student. Now, when we talk about the financial aspects of either the DC trip or the alternative trip, we're very committed to making sure that availability for all kids to attend either of these trips. So as we fundraise and provide some scholarship support, we will do that proportionally to both trips, so it will be equitable. So it'll be, you know, I can't predict how much we're gonna be able to bring, but I would absolutely will make sure that there are funds available for both the DC trip as well as the alternative trip to the best of our ability to keep it fair and reasonable, so that's what we're gonna do.
I really like all the detail of how you presented the questions, alternatives, trip I wish I was going on, the local.
Well, we're looking for chaperones, so
I
just,
would love to go,
yeah.
actually.
The local trip, I think, is, it's very good. It really hits a lot of the historic high spots, I guess, in the area, and be extremely educational. And I think going to Canopy Lake the last day is equal to the kids going to Busch Gardens in Washington. So I think that's
It's
you know,
fair.
that's a
I
great
think,
trade-off.
right.
And I really do appreciate, too, you talking about spreading out the scholarships, both for the kids going to Washington and kids going on this trip who might not be able to meet that fee. So I think that's also a fair policy.
I have a question. My concern is that there will still be some students perhaps that won't be able to afford the 125. And I'm also concerned that there will be some students that can't afford the 125, that won't, there's something not being able to afford the 125. And what I'd like to see is some way of making sure that all of the students are able to attend one of the trips, whether they can afford it or not, and whether they're willing to admit that they can't afford it. So I guess what I'm looking for is some assurance that we'll have infinite